There have been around 110 billion people in the history of the planet, but despite what your first grade teacher taught you, some people are more important than others. And for each of the 9 units in AP World History, there is just one person, one individual who has risen above the rest to achieve the coveted title of greatest of all time. And for Unit 1, the Global Tapestry, Mansa Musa is the GOAT. Unit 1 is kind of a quick world tour at the beginning of AP World History, but it also runs simultaneously with Unit 2, the Networks of Exchange. So from 1200 to 1450, they want you to know all these states around the world and how they're connected. And there is literally no one who personifies this more than your boy, Mansa Musa. So what makes Mansa Musa the greatest? Well, he didn't found any empires. He was the 9th Mansa, or king, of the Empire of Mali in West Africa. And he wasn't the greatest conqueror like Genghis Khan, or a great thinker like Ibn Sina, or even a global traveler like Ibn Battuta or Marco Polo. Hell, he's not even mentioned by the College Board in Unit 1. But despite all of this, he is literally the best mental investment you can make on any single person for Unit 1, or Unit 2 really, for that matter. So why the GOAT status? Well, Mansa Musa ruled over the powerful Mali Empire in sub-Saharan Africa, which is specifically mentioned by the College Board. I like to refer to sub-Saharan Africa as being on the coast of the Saharan Desert. When travelers and merchants traversed the trans-Saharan trade route, they would emerge in the capital of the Mali Empire, Timbuktu. This led Timbuktu, nestled on the coast of the Sahara Desert, to become one of the most influential trade cities and centers of learning from 1200 to 1450. And it's from Timbuktu in the Mali Empire where the Unit 1 GOAT Mansa Musa ruled for 25 years, from 1312 to 1337. So, to recap, he's a powerful ruler of a great empire along a trade route that flourished during this period. Well, that could be any number of great rulers in this period. But the difference? Mansa Musa didn't just sit around in his palace and count his gold. Did I mention that some people consider him to be one of, if not the richest man in history? Yeah, your boy had money. Trans-Saharan trade, salt, and gold trade was crazy profitable. Mansa Musa went on the most infamous pilgrimage in the history of pilgrimages. You see, Mansa Musa and the Empire of Mali itself were Islamic. All of the connection across the trans-Saharan trade route not only brought wealth, technology, knowledge, and power, it also brought Islam. This is what the College Board calls a cultural consequence of the networks of exchange. Mansa Musa wasn't even the first Mansa of Mali to go on the Hajj to Mecca, but his was the most memorable, and not memorable like your history teacher has some rando story they think is cool and interesting, so they made a bunch of YouTube videos about it. No, I mean historically significant. Why? My man left a massive economic and cultural impact on his pilgrimage. So much so that cartographers at the time started marking Mali with a little caricature of Mansa Musa, since everyone came to know this region as personified by this pilgrimage. And this wasn't a small undertaking. Mansa Musa took 60,000 men, 2,700 miles. He wanted to show the power and the wealth of Mali, and he did so by giving away or trading gold along the way for souvenirs. This even led to massive inflation in the price of gold throughout the Middle East. Every Friday, he stopped and built a mosque, and once they reached Cairo, they camped for 3 days at the foot of the pyramids. He even hung out with the head of the Mamluks. I'll go ahead and link to my illustrative examples video of who they were. In short, they're a slave army that rose up, defeated both the Crusaders and the Mongols to take power in Egypt. So he completes the Hajj, but he's not done. He brings back scholars and architects from Cairo and Islamic Spain to build madrasas, which are Islamic centers of learning, and mosques in Timbuktu. Mansa Musa is the GOAT of Unit 1 because he ruled a powerful state on a powerful trade network that connected across regions to Dar al-Islam and went on a Hajj that changed the way the world viewed West Africa for centuries. So if you know Mansa Musa and his story, you're pretty much set for both 1.5 state building in Africa and 2.4 trans-Saharan trade. 1 down, 8 to go. The next GOAT is also in this period from 1200 to 1450, but the Unit 2 GOAT is the only person actually mentioned by the College Board in Units 1 or 2. Good luck on the exam this May, and if you need more help, check out my ultimate review packet. Tons of exclusives, including a unique practice exam, review videos, and all kinds of stuff to help you out and to help you get an A in your class and a 5 on the exam this May.